Starlight Glimmer Overreacts to Everything by Yukito. It was a warm and sunny day in Ponyville. All was right in Equestria. The birds were singing, the children were laughing, the Pinky was pinkying, and there was no post-apocalyptic wasteland to be found. And it was all thanks to the efforts of one Princess Twilight Jane Friendship Sparkle III. Her actions truly proved that friendship was greater than, or equal to, violence. Why, with its power, she was able to convert yet another baddie to her side, and no pony had to lose any teeth. True, she was still a little concerned about Starlight Glimmer, but she was certain that a little hard work would iron out the few kinks left in her relationship. Starlight Glimmer may have tried to kill her several times in the past, but that was all history now. She was truly trying to make amends, and her efforts certainly had not gone unnoticed. There was, however, one small problem that Twilight feared would turn the rest of Ponyville off from her new friend. "Starlight, would you mind coming in here?" Twilight sighed as Starlight Glimmer trotted into the kitchen, that innocent smile on her face. Like she had done nothing wrong. Like she had been a good pony. But she had not been a good pony. She had done something very wrong, and it was up to Twilight to have a nice, stern talk with her. "Starlight, would you mind explaining why my toaster was found in several pieces in the bushes outside of my house?" Starlight Glimmer bit her lip, looked down in shame, and rubbed the back of her neck. I'm sorry, I was trying to make toast the other day and it got burned. I suppose I kind of overreacted. The toaster was also sitting next to a hatchet that was stolen from the Ponyville Fire Department. A blunt object just didn't really help me vent all of my rage. I received several complaints from parents about some choice words that you used near their folds. To be fair, I didn't know that there were folds there. And you threatened to skin them alive if they told on you to any pony. But I didn't destroy the world this time. Twilight slammed the hoof into her face. That's not the point! Starlight, you've got to stop overreacting to the smallest things that happen in your life. It's not like I overreact to everything. Name one other incident this week where I overreacted. Spam, spam, spam. Builds. Spam. Starlight raised an eyebrow. That's it? That's all my mail? Yep, Derp replied with a salute. Ponyville Post Office prides itself on accuracy and top-notch delivery services. Except, Starlight began, stepping forwards and pressing her muzzle into Derpy's. There should have been a letter from my mother, like there is every hearthwarming. Well, there isn't, so... Or maybe you ate it, like the klutzy airhead that you are. Maybe you sat on it and it got absorbed into those big, fat buns of yours. Shut up! You know what? You're not to blame. You're just the mascot they hired out of pity, case you couldn't work anywhere else. So I won't take it out on you. Instead, I'll go down to that post office and bug every last one of them into last Friday until they give me that letter. And then she did. Starlight Glimmer hummed a happy tune as she walked down the Ponyville street, licking her ice cream under the bright rays of the sun. Suddenly, she hit a rock that was jutting out of the ground and jumped back, screaming in pain. Ow! What the... Shoo! She pointed down at the rock, heaving and fuming from the ears. How dare you! I was having a lovely day and then you just stepped me! Don't ignore me! Starlight kicked the rock, jumping back again because of how sharp it was, thus it digging into her hoof. Not a smart move. Damn you! I'll show you! You think you're better than me, Mr. Not a Living Thing? I bested this town's princess! I'll wreck you and the ground beneath! Starlight gasped as the cone in her magic suddenly got lighter. She turned to her side and witnessed, to her horror, that her ice cream had fallen to the ground. She turned back to the rock, angrier than ever before. Are you serious? Now look what you did! That's it! Starlight charged magic into her horn and blasted the ground, creating a huge crater in the middle of the street. After taking a few moments to breathe and analyze the damage, Starlight's eye twitched and she scratched at her neck as she broke into hives. Great! Now the town doesn't look right! Now I've gotta make more craters just to even it out! And then she did. Rainbow Dash and Fluttershy sat nervously as Starlight grinded her teeth faster and faster. You okay? I'm fine! Starlight shouted, rolling the dice and moving her piece. She passed Go, but then landed on income tax. What? No! I need that money! Come on! Fluttershy ducked as Starlight threw a house piece towards her. Maybe we should play something else? You said I could choose! Starlight shouted. We're playing this! It's my favorite game! Starlight leaned over to Fluttershy and whispered, Hey, maybe we should just let her win. Fluttershy nodded in agreement, and so the two did their best to avoid upgrading their properties, sell them to Starlight for token sums, and make poor decisions in order to help Starlight win. Eventually, though, she caught on. Are you two going easy on me? The two flinched and held each other as Starlight flipped the board. Don't pity me! I don't need your pity! I don't need your charity! I'm gonna burn your house down! And then she did. I said one. Thankfully, Fluttershy's house was insured, being that close to the Everfree, but that still doesn't excuse you for... Look, I get what you're saying, but I can't help myself. Starlight sighed. I'm sorry, it's just... When I feel like I'm getting angry, I can't control myself. Twilight frowned and she moved forward to hug her friend. I know, and I'm sorry that I get so mad, but you have to try to see it from the perspectives of those you're hurting. There are other ways to deal with your anger. Like how? Like confiding in a friend. Twilight said, breaking the hug and giving Starlight a warm smile. And I hope that, in the future, if you ever feel like you're beginning to get angry, you'll just back off and take 5 minutes to talk to me, or write if I'm not there. Starlight sniffed and wiped away a tear rolling down her face. Thank you, Twilight. I'll try to remember that. Now, what do you say we get out of here and head to that party, eh? Starlight smiled. Sounds good, friend. What do you mean it's a girl? I had 50 bits on it being a boy! Twilight sighed and face-hoofed. Shining Armor and Cadence were both frozen in shock at the mare's sudden outrage. I'll abort your frickin' babies and it'll be nothing! Twilight held back the angry mare, pulling her away as she kicked and screamed. Starlight!
We here at Pony&Wolf Productions thank these amazing patrons of ours for their monthly support, without which all of this would not be possible. We sincerely appreciate it, and every dollar helps, is needed, and will be used to keep us going to produce audiobooks for your continued enjoyment. It is, now more than ever, important that you support your favorite creators if possible, due to YouTube changing in a way that is not very friendly to content creators. Especially small content creators, like us. In recent months, the names you see on screen have enabled Midnight and Visual Pony to keep going and only having to sell off part of their belongings to not end up on the street. As an incentive for everyone, Visual Pony has broken a vow and has promised to read and record Fallout Equestria, Murky number 7, should the monthly support reach $1,500. To be clear, this is the absolute minimum amount needed to keep the apartment and all bills paid without starving, while a production of this size is ongoing. The estimated time for this production would be 3 to 4 years, but people already said that Project Horizons was impossible to do, right? And now look who did it, so with Pony&Wolf, you know we can finish the job. For further information on how to support us, please have a look at the description of this video, as there are also other ways, like our merch store. Sincerely and forever yours, your Pony&Wolf team.